Does targeting expansion on Facebook ads get more conversions at a lower cost? You may have noticed this setting right here for detailed targeting expansion in the ad set level settings. And when you enable it, you reach more people beyond your detailed targeting selections when it's likely to improve performance. And Facebook has, over the last couple months, been trying really hard to funnel people into using this. When you create a new ad set, this is enabled by default. When you duplicate an ad set that does not have this enabled, when you duplicate it, Facebook enables it, unless you go back in there and disable it. So it's in there, and when you check it, right, like let's just say when you check it, it expands your audience size, and it expands it by basically removing all of your detailed targeting. So right here, my example shows potential reach unlimited. But let's just say with my detailed targeting in here, my audience size is 5 million people, right? And without the detailed targeting, the entire population, based on my age bracket is 40 million people, right? So 40 million people audience without any targeting. When you narrow it down, you're targeting 5 million people. Well, if you come in here and you select this, you'll notice the audience size typically goes up to what it would be without any of these targeting expansions enabled. So it basically says, hey, we'll find anybody in the entire population that's in your age and in your age range that you have identified, and in your locations you have identified. Anybody in that age range and area becomes a part of your audience, but we'll only use it when it's likely to improve performance. So I wanted to test it, and I did test it, spent a couple grand on it, and let's go to the results, which are right here on the next slide. So the results after $2,231 spent over 8 days. Now, I'm targeting a conversion. It does say lead right here, but this is done using a landing page and a conversion event. My name of the conversion is bathroom lead, and these are for bathroom remodeling. Okay, so you can see I was spending about $175 a day. May have been a little lower and then it increased as it went on. But the big thing is how it performed overall over this 8-day and 2,231 day experiment. Right, well, we can see the results here. When the targeting expansion was not enabled, we had 65 conversions come through at a cost of $17.34 per conversion. When it was enabled, we had more conversions, 72 conversions, and subsequently the budget about the same, or the budget's numbers were exactly the same. It's a function of what it's spending, but the actual cost per result is $15.32. So we could say that it's maybe about 15% less on your cost per results when enabling targeting expansion. So, it didn't make a huge difference, but it made a little difference. And that 15% is money that I'd like to save or money that I'd like to get a return on in my Facebook ads. I think that if the budget were even larger and it went on for a longer period of time, the improvement would be better, right? You got an improvement with larger budget. You're going to scale up that improvement. So I think the detailed targeting expansion works. My tests are showing that. I also ran a test on the same thing maybe back in November or December, a month or two ago before recording this, but I did it on a smaller budget, $560, and basically the results were exactly the same. My cost per result was just in the same, it was just pennies apart. So with smaller budgets, it really doesn't make a difference. You see the value as you're increasing the budget, and subsequently, you have more budget to reach more audience, then it seems like this expanded targeting becomes more valuable. And going forward, I'm going to be using that expanded targeting on everything. So what has been your experience and what's your feedback on using this targeting expansion? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a comment around the video. I want to hear it. What's your experience been? How is targeting expansion working for you? If you want more experiments and insights on my marketing, look for the No Bullshit Marketing Facebook group in a link somewhere around this video player. Otherwise, that's a wrap on this video, guys. I'm signing off.